Another day, another squat session. Today was day 6. I was a bit skeptical about today because last night I had a night shift. Got home obviously, early morning. Slept for about 5 hours, and then I went to the shed and started squatting. Also today was very, very hot. I think it was like 30, 39, 40 degrees today, so the shed was boiling basically. But anyway, I warmed up, and it was really interesting. I felt quite loose. My ankles felt well, hips felt loose. I don't know whether that was the temperature or the lack of sleep. I don't know what did that, but I felt quite mobile today and felt quite comfortable in the bottom position. So yeah, it kind of went all right. I hit 170 again, and it was kind of a grinder. You'll see in a minute. It felt like a grinder, but then I watched it on film, and I realized it wasn't that much of a grinder. It's really interesting how the brain plays. Makes it seem like it's much, much worse. Last night I was listening to an interview of John Bros. I don't know whether you guys are familiar with him, but he's a weightlifting coach in the States, and he's a big proponent of this squatting everyday business. He, as a younger lad, worked under a Bulgarian guy who was quite close to Ivan Abajev and whatever, the whole Bulgarian training method. He had first-hand experience, and he kind of learned firsthand about it all. And it was interesting to listen to him talk about squatting every day. Basically, his take on squatting every day is, you go until you can't go no more. In the sense that you go until you miss a weight, which is not something I've been doing. I've been kind of going until I feel form breakdown, and then I stop there. What his opinion is that you're supposed to be training, increasing the weight until you hit a weight. Until you hit a weight you can't hit, essentially. So, you're either bailing on it or basically you can't, lift it. Which is, to me, I thought that was fascinating because, Jesus, man, missing weight is not exactly an easy feat on your nervous system. But he was adamant that that's what gets you really strong. And he went on to say how he put on like 40 kilos in, I think it was 4 weeks that he said, onto his PB. So increased his squat by 40 kilos by basically one day he rocked up to training, and this Bulgarian guy said to him, he wasn't feeling right, blah, 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 and he said to him, just back squat. And he ended up doing 4 hours of squatting singles. At the time, he was a young lad, so he was only doing 190 kilos, I think. And he did basically 50 sets of this in the span of 4 hours. And, several days later, oh yeah, that's right, it wasn't 4 weeks later, it was several days later, he came in and he put on like 30, 40 kilos onto his squat PR. And so he was basically saying that, you're supposed to, these Bulgarians were going crazy with how much work they were doing at such a high RPE. But anyway, I thought that was fascinating. I thought it was basically directly opposite to what I'm doing here. I'm aiming for clean reps, and those guys are going balls to the wall. But anyway, just some food for thought. But this was day 6. It kind of went all right. Felt like a grinder, but it wasn't really, especially when you listen to John Bros talk about squatting every day. Anyway, guys, catch you in the next one.